I can't believe we're working with the boss of the last game. So yeah, this is Koume, the ice side of Twinrova. Twinrova has two sides, a fire and an ice side. If you've played Ocarina of Time, you should know that. In this game, they're not evil whatsoever, which pretty much shows that this world called Termina, that Link is currently in right now, is really just a twisted version of Hyrule in like a different dimension. How does that work? I don't really know. I mean, it's a video game. I try not to put like that much thought into it. But twisted dimension is probably the best way to describe it. That's all I'm really going to say about it. It's probably the only and probably the best way to basically describe this world. Because as you know, there's actually a lot of different versions of characters from Ocarina of Time. For instance, the Cuckoo Lady from Ocarina of Time is Anju in this game. The Ranch Sisters of the Ranch in this game are basically the younger version of Malon and the older version of Malon in Ocarina of Time. And that is basically how this Twisted World works. You see a lot of the same characters that you met in Hyrule, but they're under different occupations and under different names in this game. Now, I kind of skipped this a little bit. Apparently, Koume is the leader of the... not really the leader, but she runs the boat cruise in the tourist information building. And she's actually been missing for a while. We just found her now. She was lost in the woods. And basically we have to find a way to revive her now. A quick thing about the forest, though, that we were just in. You have to follow the monkey in order to get through the forest. And the path the monkey takes actually changes from day to day. You're going to want to do all this on day 1, though, in my opinion, because if you try to do it again on day 2, you'll probably get messed up, and you'll lose track of where you're supposed to go. But all you have to really do is follow the monkey. It's really not that hard. So yeah, we told Koume that her sister is currently unable to move, so she's going to give us a potion with our first bottle of the game. There are 6 bottles. A lot of them are gotten through side quest stuff. So now let's go back to Koume. Okay, here we are, back in the forest. Here's Koume right over there. Let's equip our bottle. Now make sure you talk to her before you hit the C button. Because when I first played this game, I made the mistake of hitting the C button when I walked up to Koume, and I actually drank the potion myself instead of actually handing it to her. So make sure you talk to the characters before you use the items, because sometimes you can accidentally lose what you were originally going to take to them. So we saved Koume, and she's going to go back to the boat cruise desk, which is actually where we're going to go next. But before we leave, we have some monkeys. You have strange powers, no? We've been watching you. Lately, this swamp filled with poison water. Temple above waterfall, strange. Brother go to temple, but brother not be able to find temple. Okay, apparently we're supposed to go to this Deku Palace, but we'll go there in a little bit. Okay, we're back at the tourist information desk. Gonna talk to Koume, who is now back. She's gonna thank us for helping her. And then she's actually gonna give us a gift. We're actually gonna be able to ride the boat cruise for free. Not only that, we also get a pictograph box for free too. So now we can take pictures, just like Pokemon Snap. Although this game is nothing like Pokemon Snap. Okay, during the boat ride, they are going to encourage you to take pictures of things, but honestly, during this boat ride, there is nothing really worth taking a picture of. What you have to do is you have to take a picture of one of 2 things, like outside of the boat cruise, and then you actually give that picture to the guy, and he'll give you a heart piece. But as for taking pictures of stuff on this boat ride, I don't really think there's anything worth taking a picture of. I don't even think you can even get a reward for that contest. But correct me if I'm wrong, I just don't know. It's not even worth it if it is a prize. Unless it's like a very high rupee prize that I'm just unaware of. But either way, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm only going to get the heart piece. Anyways, here we are at Deku Palace. And yes, that message was correct. The water around here is poisonous. If you jump in the water, you'll lose one small fraction of your health for every 1 or 2 seconds you're in the swamp. So make sure you don't stay in the water for very long. Here we have the Deku Palace, which has perhaps my favorite music track in the entire game. I love this music track. I know it's kind of overrated. A lot of people like this music track. But I like this track especially. I mean, it's just really catchy. It's a really fun tune to listen to. And yeah, I just really like it. Anyways, here we have the Deku Palace. The guard said you're only allowed to go inside the main room in the back of the hallway, but you can actually go inside these 2 little areas as well. The only thing, though, is you have to avoid the Deku guards. If they catch you, they'll throw you out of the castle. During the day, they can see you a lot easier than they can during the night. And during the night, you can actually have a... Well, the Deku guards actually have like a flashlight or something, which pretty much shows you their range of vision, so you can kind of use that to help you if you're trying to do this during the night. But during the day, it's a little harder, I think, because you don't exactly know how far their vision goes. But if you want to wait till night, you should have a lot easier of a time getting through. It's nothing really that difficult, though. Just wait until the Deku guards are walking away from where you are, and then you just, go forward. In this little grotto, we have a fat guy. And he's apparently selling some magic beans. Oh, excuse me, I'm yawning. And he's going to give us a free sample. This is why I didn't buy a magic bean earlier on. And we will actually need that magic bean for something coming up in a little bit. So let's also grab some fresh spring water as well. Because as the bean salesman said, you need fresh spring water to actually get a bean to grow. So I have the bean, I have some spring water, so now I can leave. Probably going to cut some footage out right here, so I see you back in the main hallway. Okay guys, next I'm actually going to go into the second little guard patrol area. In this area, you don't have to go to this part, but there is a heart piece, so of course I am going to get that. Watch out for the Deku guards, hide behind the giant leaves, and... Oh jeez. Why am I yawning today? I'm not even that tired. I'll probably take a nap after I'm done recording. Didn't really get that much sleep last night, but I felt pretty good when I woke up, though. Okay, this part's a little more difficult because I believe the Deku guard turns right around when he gets to the end of this little patrol. And you kind of have a small little timing window to sneak through. But I think we got it. This part's not really that hard. Just quickly sneak by the giant leaves. And now we'll get the heart piece again with the yawning. And once again, see you in the main hallway. Okay, now that we're done with those 2 rooms, let's actually go to the main room, where we have the Deku King. I love the design of the Deku King. He just looks so king-like. If I ever had to picture what a plant king would look like, that would be pretty close right there. So apparently his daughter's been kidnapped by a monkey, which doesn't really make much sense. And according to this guy, the monkey actually claims that he didn't even do it. So let's go over to the monkey and see what he has to say. Hey monkey, what's up? Oh. The princess in danger? That doesn't sound very good. Well, let's take our mask off in the middle of the chamber, so we can get thrown out. Proof that you have to be a Deku in order to stay in this room, so... Now that we're done with that, let's actually go around to the side of the castle, because... I think we have to learn more from that monkey. That monkey seems to know a lot about the princess, so... Maybe if we get closer to the monkey, he'll actually give us some information. And look, a Deku Baba. Die!